I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 15 months. If you ever have a problem, all you have to do, come back. We can work through anything. The worst thing you can do is take off or start consuming alcohol or pick up a DWI. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, we all make mistakes, Mr. Geronimo Tapia. That's why I will waive this supervised.
Stop right there. The judge just found probable cause and put a protective order on the record. No threatening or harassing contact, or you risk having bond revoked. Today's hearing pivots on one clear point: victim safety versus defendant rights, and the court is drawing a hard line. Stay tuned. We'll unpack how that oath, bond conditions, and monitoring actually work in real time.
Supervisory DPS fee. This is normally a $3,000 fee, but if you come back with another DWI, it is a $6,000 surcharge. Not to mention, you're looking at a ton of time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into it. Officers don't care. All they look at your record, if they see a prior DWI, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? All right, good luck. Thanks, Judge.
Your Honor, I have two pleas, one of which is Mr. Son Agriano, and the next one is Mr. Mosiah McIntosh. Yes, sir.
Judge, just for the court's record, Mr. McIntosh did go to the drug test today and it was negative.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Great. Good morning, Mr. McIntosh.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Yes, sir. To the judge. Okay. Judge gonna ask you how you plead guilty and not guilty guilty. Yes.
So are they going to dismiss one in exchange for the
That's
other?
correct, Judge. On each one of these clients, they, hands out your pocket, sir. Their estate is going to proceed on Mr. Agriano. The state is going to proceed on the 2526700 case.
The other one's going to be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Both of you guys are charged with multiple cases. Both of you guys have worked out agreements where they're going to dismiss one in exchange for the other. You both need to understand, and Mr. McIntosh, you need to understand that you're pleading guilty to a theft. This theft will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. So no deferred, they didn't offer deferred anything?
Yes, I sat with him inside the office, Your Honor, and I went over the whole ordeal about what effect a theft conviction would have on him. I told him it's a crime of moral turpitude. It will hinder him for the rest of his life.
You know, in life, when you take a half-ass approach to something, you get a half-ass result. When you plead guilty to something and when it goes on your record, it's never, you're stuck with it forever. Do you know that I have people that call me now that say, hey, can you get this theft off my record? I can't get an apartment. You literally, people will deny you an apartment because you have a theft on your record. You know that? If you want to get a loan for a car, if you want to buy a new car, you came into a lot of money. Nope. It bars you from so many things. You're old enough to know actions have consequences. If you want to do this, then I'm more than happy to take it. But once you take it, that's it. I'm sure that they would offer you a short probation, do an anti-theft class, and you don't end up with a conviction on your record. But once you plead guilty, that's it. And theft cases, you're branded a thief for the rest of your life.
How long would the probation be?
I told you 12 months, sir.
And I tell you what, I'll make it sweeter. I'll take you off in half the time. But once you get that theft, so I'll take off all your fees. You won't know anything. Never about the money. I don't care. Just you tell me. You don't have to make a decision now. I'll let you talk with Mr. D. You let me know what you guys want to do. Okay.
There you are.
So, Mr. Anguiano, you have worked out an agreement. They're offering you a 12-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. But you can't tell people it was dismissed. It's not dismissed. You just did a probation, completed it successfully. You don't end up with a conviction. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You also need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement, that if you violate this agreement, we issue a warrant for your arrest. You're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All you have to do is a thinking for a change and a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You have any kids? The other agreement is 25 hours of community service. I'll make you a deal. If you do a driver safety course, I'll waive the community service. That way you learn something from this. It's just keep our streets safe.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, that's it. If you get this thing done in half the time, get all your classes done.
The court didn't mince words. Threatening or harassing is judged by what the victim perceives, not what the defendant thinks. That's a big deal. Once a protective order and sworn affidavit are in place, each call, text, or proxy contact can be treated as a new offense, contempt or VO violation, and the penalties escalate fast. But courts also face a procedural bind. If the defendant is in custody on serious felonies, aggressive remedies like segregation can cut off attorney access, and recorded visits can chill defense strategy. So the judge is balancing two mandatory duties: protect the complaining witness and preserve the defendant's right to counsel and a fair process. For viewers, imagine the difference: a block number on your phone versus the court ordering segregation. Which is proportionate? Sound
Your
off.
class is done. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't test positive. I'll take you off in half the time. Can you get it done?
Yes, sir.
I did plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'll withhold it. All you got to do is a TRAS, thinking for a change, 25 hours of community service. But if you do the driver safety course in lieu, you don't have to do the community service. And no drugs, no alcohol. If you ever have any issues, come back. We can talk about it. She's amazing. She'll help you however you need. All right? All right. Wave your
Judge,
speaks.
I think there should be an inclusion of clients getting his GED, Judge. The chief and I discussed it.
Yep. Done. Do you have a driver's license?
No, sir, yet, no, Your Honor.
I think that's important. If he's going to start driving, you need a license, man. Don't drive. Don't drive until you get a license. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I want you to get your GED. That's the most important thing in your life as well. All right? All right. We're going to give you a list of resources so that you don't have to pay anything to get your GED. All right? All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me know.
Yes, sir, we will go talk, Judge.
Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. The chief and I need to talk to you about something, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the chief is not amenable to 12-month deferred on the one of the thefts. It's my understanding that he's willing to accept 18 months. However, he said he would.
I'm okay with whatever.
And Your Honor, I said I didn't tell you to. The only reason, Your Honor, there was a PTI for 2023 government scenario. It was the case was supposed to be PTI. Then we had the theft, underneath that.
What was the original PTI on? Not on a theft, though. Interference?
Your Honor, I'll come to you. Obviously, I'll just give that option. I just think given.
You want to do an 18-month deferred?
I would offer it.
What do you think? Because we can always early
He
terminate.
just told me he wouldn't be willing to do a 18 month.
Well, but what I'm telling you is if he does well, I'll terminate him.
I told him that he would terminate it in 9 months.
Come on up. Your alternative is a conviction. And I'm telling you now, the conviction will hose you for the rest of your life. We're trying to save you from yourself because sometimes people are their own worst enemy. And that's you now. You're continually shooting yourself in the foot. Life is hard as it is. And when you start racking up convictions, especially theft convictions, it just gets so much worse. I promise you, it's not fun. This life is about one thing. It's about having fun, making a lot of money, getting to buy nice things, going on nice vacations. And when you get that theft conviction, no one gives you a job. No one's going to give you because they know that you're going to steal from them, given the opportunity. That's why we have convictions, to put the entire world on notice of what type of person you are. That's why you want to avoid as much as many convictions as you can. Because once you get that notice, and once the entire world knows you're that type of person, they don't give second chances. Very few times. I'll do whatever you want to do. If you want to take a conviction, you can do it. If you want to do the deferred, what we do is we reward you. If you do well, we take you off early. It could be 6 months. It depends on you. If you get it done really quick, I can take you off in 4 months. I can take you off in 6 months. It depends on how well you do it. You're the master of your own domain.
I'll
I'm
take,
just trying to save you from yourself.
Is this the final
yes, sir.
procedure?
Yes, sir.
It's up to you. They can write it up for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I'm the one that can early terminate you, right? And that depends on you. If you
Okay,
do well, you don't test positive, get your stuff done quick, we'll take you off quick. The idea is that you learn from this, so you don't pick up another case. At some point, you're going to get the itch to take something. Don't. It's just not worth it. You know, whatever the stupid ass thing in the store that you want, it's just don't. Work and you get it on your own. You know what I mean?
sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Whatever you want.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Make the right decision.
All right, Mr. McIntosh, this is a good deal. I hope you do well, you know.
I will.
Uh, the agreement is,
18 months.
it's an 18-month,
MZIP.
I didn't print out the new one.
18 months.
okay, so they're going to, yeah, I got it. They're going to dismiss the one and then she's doing a deferred on this
Yes,
one,
sir,
right?
Your Honor.
You know, the thing is that if you complete this, Mr. McIntosh, you will have no convictions on your record. You know, we're sending you out in the world better than you came if you can complete this. You know, we're not asking for much. The agreement here is an anti-theft class, a TRAS, no drugs, no alcohol, and 25 hours of community service. Are you working? What do you do with yourself?
I just started with Bacon Temp Agency,
Okay.
and I just got an interview with Jovi's full-time as a butcher.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yeah, I graduated from high school, and I'm doing Coursera, automation, IT,
Great.
online.
As long as you get the anti-theft class done and you work full-time, I'll waive the community service. Just make us proud, get the theft class done, stay out of trouble for at least 6 months, you're out of this thing. Okay, we'll early terminate you.
Thank you.
We're gonna waive all the fees, you're not gonna have to pay for anything. I can't pay for the class, you'll have to pay for that. But I'm taking fees off for everything else.
Thank you,
Okay?
Your Honor.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to have a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with us until you complete it successfully or if you get revoked. Now, if you do well, no conviction. If you fail, like you pick up a new case, you don't do your anti-theft class.
Now, let's get practical. Bond conditions aren't ceremonial. When the judge orders no racing, no driving unless insured, GPS exclusion zones, monitors, interlock-only driving, those requirements become enforceable strings attached to freedom. Violate them, and you don't just lose privileges. The court can revoke bond, order immediate custody, add contempt, or stack new charges. On DWIs, the paperwork matters. Pay DPS fees, install an interlock, and submit to breath tests on probation. Failure means automatic administrative suspension and criminal exposure. And on harassment, call logs, jail records, and third-party forwarding matter. Calling through mom or using another number can still be a violation. The practical takeaway: compliance is your cheapest legal insurance. For the audience, would you rather see aggressive jail sanctions or tighter technological blocks, call blocking, monitor communication, to protect victims while preserving counsel access?
Do your anti-theft class or you test positive for something, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I will put you in jail and you're looking at 180 days. You understand?
I understand,
We're
Your
not
Honor.
asking for much. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to follow the agreement. We'll send you to it. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your
Did he say
Honor.
guilty or no?
He said guilty,
Okay,
Judge.
all right. Luck to you, Mr. Mack.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's all right, that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. D.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for being so patient. You are Tavion Williams.
Sir.
Mr. Williams, you now stand charged with yet another case. Terroristic threat of a family or a household member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On March 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a disturbance and made contact with the defendant and the complaining witness. The complaining witness and the defendant were in a previous dating relationship for 3 to 4 years. The complaining witness stated that the defendant was upset because the complaining witness broke up with him. Complaining witness stated that the defendant had called and texted her multiple times. On one such call, the defendant stated that he would go to her location, punch her in the face, and break her phone. The complaining witness stated that she then stopped answering the defendant's calls. The defendant then showed up at her location and attempted to make contact with her multiple times and grabbed her arm from across the counter. The complaining witness stated she
And did what?
grabbed her arm from across the counter. The complainant witness said she was in fear for her life. Witness, the complainant was probably from the events and then also described another incident. The event showed up to complaining witness's job and threatened her life.
Since December of last year, Mr. Williams, unlawful carrying of a weapon, felony UUMV, evading arrest, gun case, felony gun case, and now a terroristic threat. Within a matter of 2.5 months, you have picked up 6 cases. What on earth is going on with you? We will now find out. I'm ordering you now to go take a drug test, and you will return tomorrow so we can fulfill the bond conditions. If you so far as have any contact with this person, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have teeth falling out. Do you understand? You are not to be in possession of any weapons, and I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. The next case you pick up, I'm going to freaking lose it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'd like to send him for a test now, and then right afterwards, he gets a GPS monitor, not to go within 500 feet of where the complaining witness lives, works, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, and then we will return tomorrow to discuss the results. We will also, in the interim, give you an application to fill out, and you can bring that back tomorrow to see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer, sir. You know, Mr. Herrera, so you talked about a PTI and he doesn't want it?
They denied it, Your Honor.
Oh, it's denied?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Herrera, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. I would never, even if you have a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. When they look your record up, if you get pulled over and an officer smells it, it's probably not going to go well for you. And what we're doing today, from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand?
Sir.
Judge, I don't know what the credit or the time was, but he has 1 day credit. I'm not sure how.
So whatever it is,
Okay.
you're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the officer? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
Are you sure? If you're not guilty, then don't plead to it, man.
Oh, no, yeah.
Because once you plead, you can never change this. This isn't Target where you can return it because you don't like it. Are you sure?
Sir.
Okay. I'm going to find you guilty, Mr. Herrera. Let me make something else abundantly clear to you. Your lawyer is asking for me to waive what would otherwise be a $3,000 surcharge that would normally apply to you. We all make mistakes. But if you continue to make mistakes where you endanger other people's lives, that's when the sentences get a lot more serious. A second DWI, like I said, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 surcharge. So if you come back with another DWI, do you understand? If you want to get lit, take an Uber. $40. Anywhere you want to go in this city. How much money have you spent? You know what I mean? Good luck.
Your Honor, I'm here on Mr. Cherish Robinson. Looked like Mr. Cherish Robinson had an outstanding case that was unbeknownst to him. Looked like he posted bond on that case. Looked like it was an assault case. I think it was last year, 2024, but he just got arrested for that case. He posted bond, he posted bond before he got rearrested for it. Well, he never was arrested because it was a 2B. But they posted bond on that case. But the case was before the new case that we have.
Yeah, October 18, 2024.
Right.
Come up, Mr. Robinson.
Yes, it looks like it's just a late filing, so they filed with the sheriff.
Who's the complaining witness in the assault case?
It is a, it says acquaintance, 19-year-old, just going through now.
So it looks like this case was in October of last year before this terroristic threat. So we're not going to do anything to the bond. Okay, just be careful. Don't have contact with the person in the assault case.
May I ask one question, Your Honor?
Sure.
I just moved off of my netta and Fundren. When I get back to the new outreach community church program and get the address, I'll make sure I give it to my lawyer because nobody's given it to me since I moved there yesterday.
Okay, just all we ask is don't have contact with these people. Don't go over there. Just don't talk to them, and all will be well if you just.
Yes, sir.
That's it. And no weapons too.
Oh, no, sir.
So we're going to create bond conditions for you. We'll have you sign it, and then you're free to go.
Okay.
I just bought.
In short, this portion of the docket illustrates 3 core themes: victim safety, enforceable conditions, and procedural fairness. The court is using stern, layered tools, protective orders, affidavits, GPS/monitors, ankle devices, and bond conditions to stop harassment and repeated danger. But those tools aren't frictionless. Segregation, call recording, and severe restrictions can interfere with counsel and raise constitutional concerns. So the judge must calibrate responses to proven facts, call logs, jail records, toxicology. Defendants: obey orders, stay in close contact with counsel, and treat monitoring as part of your sentence. Victims: insist on records and clear remedies. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
I just bought what they gave me when I got out. It was a G.
But they put your
You already
GPS.
posted bond on that.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Did they give you a GPS?
He had the bond
sir.
already, Judge. He
Okay.
just posted bond. He has the bond on the case.
You got a free bond, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sorry.
All right, take care.
Did you find PC on the new one? Or?
Oh,
It was,
Have we not done PC on it?
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's tomorrow.
I guess let's do it. Please.
Officer was assigned to a case follow-up investigation for an assault bodily injury that occurred on 10/18/2024. Officers made contact with the complainant. Complainant stated the incident occurred on the corner street bakery near Main Street Square. Complainant stated that he was talking to a friend. Complainant stated that he was sitting down. He saw the defendant grab a metal water bottle and threw it against the head of the complainant. Complainant stated this caused him to lose consciousness and a laceration on his head. Complainant stated he felt pain. Complainant stated he ID'd the defendant. Complainant texted the officer an image of the injuries. Officer stated that the image showed a laceration of the complainant's head. Officers created a photo spread using the defendant's most recent mugshot. There was a a photo, a six-pack lineup, spread.
So both just complete unknowns. It doesn't.
It appears that way, Your Honor. It does show in the office report that they were acquaintances. But I don't, sometimes they do, they say that, and it's not the case. But a mugshot was done or a mugshot lineup was done. The defendant ID, sorry, the complainant ID, the defendants. They met with the complainant on 3/19/2025, when they administered the double blind photo spread, and he positive ID the defendant.
Understand, all we want, Mr. Robinson, we want our street safe. We
Yes,
don't
sir.
want people that are walking down the street and they're scared to walk down the street because they're going to get assaulted,
Yes,
you
sir.
know? You now have 2 open cases. Don't pick up a third.
Yes, sir.
It's just not going to go well. So don't have any contact with this person, no weapons and all is good. All right?
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, my word.
They're going to create the conditional, have you sign it, and after that, you're free to go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And Your Honor,
Yes.